Good morning, students. I'm Sweta Sharma, your physics teacher again with class 12 physics, and this is the first time we are interacting this way. So let me just brief up you the things that we are starting off with the first chapter, that is electrostats. That is electrostatics. The whole chapter has been divided into different parts. You can see on the board we have got four basic categories. I mean the part which has been divided: electric charges and fields, which is further divided into different parts: Coulomb's law, electric field, electric dipole. So when you do with electric field, you need to know the properties of the electric field also, and at the same time when you're doing with the electric dipole, you have to do with the axial line and the equatorial line again. The next important part that we have got is the Gauss's theorem. Now in Gauss's theorem, what you really find that there are two parts. I have given a bifurcations here: theorem and application. So here the theorem is, when you are doing with the theorem, then you have to understand that you do the proof also. The proof is equally important. And the next part is the applications. Now when I'll just come up after completing all this, the basic very important informations. Now next is the electric potential and the potential energy. This is the potential due to dipole. Equipotential surface, its properties that you're going to study, and then the potential energy. The work done that you need to find out, and further the basic formulas that you're going to work to get the numerical problems done. Then last, we have got the capacitors and the dielectrics. So when you do with the capacitors, the basic capacitors, the principle I've already written. The principle is extremely very important to understand how it really works. Okay, so the principle, and then the dielectrics, how the dielectric is working, what are the basic conditions for the dielectric to work, how it enhances the properties of capacitors, you need to know. When you do with the applications, there are two things. You have to do with the parallel plate capacitors, and then you have to do with the spherical one. When you do with the parallel plate capacitor, there are two things that you have to take care of. One, you are doing it with dielectric, the other one without dielectric. Same, you go for the spherical capacitor. So altogether we are having the four broad categories: electric charges and fields, you have got Gauss's theorem, you have got electric potential and potential energy, and then we have got the capacitors and the dielectrics. So this is the complete way that the electrostatics chapter has been divided into its different parts, and these are the subdivision of it. Okay, now I would like to give you three important information. What is the first thing? I know maybe you don't have a new copy with you. You do whatever instructions, whatever things you are going to do it, you do it in any papers, but later on, once the school reopens, I would expect every one of you to write everything in that fair copy and submit. I'm going to check that. The first important thing is that you go to the CISC website, and then you will find that there is a syllabus given. Download the syllabus. So when you do with the electrostatics chapter, the very important thing is that you be ready with the syllabus, because you are class 12 students. You should know what is your syllabus. That is the first requirement. Second thing, maybe you don't have the book with you. Maybe you have not yet purchased the book. So in that regard, I would advise, there are many e-books available, and you just go through. There is hardly any difference between CBSE and ISC. So better you can go through the NCERT link also, and there you will find that the topics are very well given. So go through those topics if you face problems that you don't have the book with you. So go through that site. In the ISC link, that is the link that I have already told you all, that you will find there are lots of specimen papers given. The pattern of the question is same as what you did in class 11. You will get the multiple choice question, first 5 questions, then you will get 2 marks questions, then you will get 3 marks questions, and then you will get 5 marks question. The pattern remains same, so you need not need to worry about it. But still, I would advise you go through and the link, and you can see there are specimen papers, so you will have an idea about it. Now, there are various links given. You can go through the Khan Academy also. There are NCRT links also where the videos have been uploaded, and then you can see and very well understand the concept and start doing it. But I do agree that there are times you may not find it so easy to do it. So how we can sort out this problem? You are free to give your messages in the WhatsApp, and then accordingly we'll proceed with it. Now today just I want to do introduction with the Coulomb's law, and what are the basics important things that you need to know is, just let me explain you that. When you do with the Coulomb's law, the first thing that you need to know about the charges. You will find that when you do with the charges are quantized. Quantized means you can write Q as equals to plus minus NE. What is N? N is the integer, E is the charge of electron. It is quantized. Second thing, that it is quantized. Second thing, it is additive. The most important thing is it is conserved. Conserved means the basic way, if one of the body loses charges, then it becomes positive charge. The one which gains the charges, the electrons, becomes negatively charged. To go through the properties of the charges, go through the basic 3 different ways of charging the body. One is the conduction, the second one is the induction, and of course friction is very easy to understand. So once you understand that, you will find that we can start with the Coulomb's law. When we do with the Coulomb's law, the vector form of the Coulomb law is again equally important. So till we have start with the next class, I would advise please go through the vectors of class 11 properly. Okay, so have a nice day children, enjoy your day, stay at home, be safe, and then please whatever I have advised, at least be ready with that. Thank you.